Hi, and welcome to SVR Sports Fix. He's Jimmy the Bag. My name is Peter Loshak. This is Loshak in the Bag show for Thursday afternoon, November 1st. Of course, we got a lot of stuff going on this week. We got huge NFL and NHL and NBA slate of games going on. NBA, college football, NFL, and of course, Jimmy the Bag covering the Breeders' Cup. There's UFC 230 going on. We had technical issues, so I wasn't able to do the call with Andreas Hale today. I'm gonna make some official MMA plays for UFC 230 though at some point this week. There's definitely some plays that I'm liking. It's an interesting card. Definitely plays that I'm liking. I started off the day with a loser in the first period over in Winnipeg, Florida. Of course, Winnipeg wound up winning. The total wound up pushing unless you bought down to 5.5. So, the under wasn't the play there. I just maybe got a little bit too cute with my first period over play there and took a loss on that one. But there's some other plays I think I'm liking in NHL that I looked into a little bit further, and of course we'll discuss NBA in this show. Talk a little bit more about college football, NFL, and Jimmy the Bag. We did put the horses in there. Is there anything further you have to say about the horses beyond what you said this morning?
Hours and hours.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. Hours and hours. We are so close to having everything done now. The first 4 races of Saturday's Championship Saturday is almost out. We'll be out within the hour. And I want to give a big shout out to the team. They're working so hard putting all the graphics together and everything. The only 2 races I have left to cap in the video, well, I've capped everything, but to film is the turf, the $4 million turf, and I believe it's $6 million this year for the Classic. And then everything's out. I have my official plays for Friday's Championship Friday ready to put out on this show. And then tomorrow afternoon show, I'll put out my official plays Saturday. And they're going to be different than my bets because I want to put out plays here that are easy for people to make bets with depending on their book, and I've liked what I've done. I'm a little shaky.
That's okay. I'm looking at Cammy Gopher sent me because I did give Cammy Gopher a loser yesterday. Denver thought it was a good play. Denver -8. Still in retrospect, thought it was a good play. She goes, still love you, Pete. Now I'm here for my Triple Crown bet. Gonna wait for your best bet of the day. LOL. There's no chance Cammy Gopher's single, right? No chance, right?
She seems
no
pretty
way.
sought after.
No
I would
way.
guess. But I believe she said triple down bet.
She's
She's not letting this go.
Okay.
She's
Triple down bet.
Yeah, no, she's not. She still believes in you.
Oh.
Yeah.
My triple down bet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. It's been a crazy day, Cammy Gopher. We wanted to shoot the UFC 230 video, but we weren't able to. Jimmy the Bag and I had all these special promo things we had to do. It's been all crazy, and Jimmy the Bag, of course, is covering up the Breeders' Cup. And yesterday there was 12 or 11 NHL plays, NHL games that were going on today, right, Jim?
Yes, and I slept at the office. I'm a little shaky.
Jim slept at the office.
As we know from those of you who watched the early show, I'm just about to lose my shit. I'm hanging on a fucking cliff here. I'm on the edge. I'm just about to lose my mind here. So,
yeah. Well, Cammy Gopher, the good news is that today is all about NHL, and so, obviously my NHL play is, and my NHL record a lot better long-term than my NBA record. Phil says that was a great play, Peter. He's talking about the first period over. I guess he thought it was okay. Yeah, I guess that's what he's talking about.
You know what? Augustine Gonzalez is sick of your bullshit,
yeah?
Pete. He says, get to the goods!
Okay, all right, let's get to the goods.
Get to the goods.
Right.
But I do want to give a shout-out to all these guys, man. Like Gay Pass Key says, very impressed Jimmy's on the air. Thanks for the commitment, man. It's you guys. You guys give me energy and give me hope and make me not hate my life. It's you guys, and that's why I'm here. And I've done, all I'm focusing on is I did make 2 plays, 2 in NHL, 1 in NBA. I am listening, and we'll break down games together, so I may make some additions, but I haven't done very much work on this card. I focus solely on the Breeders, and it starts tomorrow, and I can't fucking fathom that I will be doing the Audible show and pretending like I care about those goddamn football games when I could be watching the Breeders' Cup.
All right, well, Stephen Alla's Low Bag Chat soccer play of the day from the early show cashed. I didn't tail that one. It's been just so chaotic. That's how chaotic things are, Cammy Gopher. I don't even have the chance to tail Stephen Alla's soccer plays, which I know are positive EV, and God, I'm so frustrated. I did have time to make my losing bet on Florida Winnipeg first period over. Yes, I did bet that one.
You see Laine put in a hat trick in Finland?
Yeah.
What a beast that guy.
I know.
I bet you he comes back and starts rolling.
I know.
Wonder when Nikolai Ehlers will start rolling. This is a dangerous Winnipeg squad that we don't want to give any confidence to. Anna Merrick, I don't know if they got in touch with you, but they, the higher ups and the people in the office want to get in touch with you, hoping maybe you can get together with Pete very soon to put out a UFC video. And then what? Sorry, I was going to say something else. Oh, yeah, and America's on Sabres puck line.
He is.
Sabres puck line.
Yeah.
This guy's been crushing NHL
Really?
right now.
That's what I was thinking about. All right, there's so many NHL games. Let's get right into it. Go ahead. What?
Jason Wright wants me to lose my shit. Okay. So show the bags NHL record. I was begging for the NFL record, but still keep getting the goddamn NHL record. Mm-hmm. Hey, but I went 1 for 1 last night.
Yeah. All right, so let's move into NHL. There's a ton of shit to get to. Kobe Valentine says, I love Detroit money line, Dallas money line, and Montreal money line in NHL tonight. Montreal team total over was one of my plays. Once again, these are the plays that I've given so far in the NHL today. First period over 1.5, minus 127. Winnipeg, Florida, loser. I also gave Philly, LA under 6. I bought to 6, minus 126. Reno Tomor, who is from Philly, endorsed that play. Other people are really liking the over in that one. I might have made a mistake there. I also took Colorado, Calgary, first period under 1.5 plus 110, and Colorado, Calgary, I bought to 6.5 minus 130. Calgary playing better defense recently, but we'll see if that will translate here back at home, where they have been an overtrender in just a small sample size. I also went back to the Columbus first period over. Columbus, San Jose, first period over 1.5 minus 123. Montreal team total over 2.5 minus 130. And Washington, Montreal, first period over 1.5 minus 118. Other plays that I'm thinking about, I'm definitely thinking about taking, let me pull up the odds. I'm definitely thinking about taking Buffalo one way or another tonight. And also thinking about St. Louis at home against Vegas.
I was just looking at that. And I'm surprised that didn't grab my attention right away. Why did that not grab my attention right away?
I did already bet St. Louis -1 and the St. Louis team total over. Now, I know they haven't had a good year, but they should have been better than what they were earlier in the year. Tarasenko's fine, right? Is he good?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome, right?
He's an elite goal-scoring machine.
So St. Louis, their last game was a huge blowout win. Before that, they were losing a lot, but they should have been better than they were, right?
Yeah, yes, but there were some line issues that we talked about earlier, not this week, I believe it was last week, that we were just perplexed why they weren't going to that Shen, Tarasenko, Schwartz line. Dionysus says, I'm on the Pens puck line plus 170. Great historical bounce-back record. You see what I mean when you have to cap if they will show up, not if they can win. Listen, Dionysus, you're right. The Penn spot is very, very interesting and exciting. It's funny, and I'm sorry, we'll go right back to the Blues game, but I remember after that Edmonton Oilers game when Crosby and I forget the other guy who it was, but but definitely Crosby and somebody else were talking about how they need defensive accountability. They can't let what happened, even though they won that game with that most gorgeous one, the goal of the year so far by Crosby in overtime. They were saying that they needed to be responsible defensively. So I took the under in that game against Calgary, and sure enough, Pittsburgh put up 9 goals. But I still feel like in situations like this, Pittsburgh tightens up the hatches. I'm very comfortable with my under 6.5. I can totally understand why you'd like the Pens puck line. I just feel like some certain teams this year, Islanders being one of them, will give us a ton of value at home. Islanders are really excited about that next game. I can totally understand why you're on Pens puck line. And if I had more time to study, I might have done it too. Yeah,
I might take Pens -1, but right now I am definitely going to take St. Louis -1 and the St. Louis team total over. St. Louis -1, the money line is -115. The puck line is +250 at the Greek, and I'm going to take that one. If it loses, that's fine because the line is, that's a big underdog line there for St. Louis going up against Vegas. And then I'm also going to take the St. Louis team total over, which will be at Pinnacle, 2.5 -148. St. Louis team total over 2.5 -148. How is Vegas defensively and with Fleury in goal?
Nate Schmidt not having him, and how many athletes do you know get busted for PEDs and then get given the contract of their wildest dreams? That's how important Nate Schmidt is to this defense. Gets busted for PEDs, 20-game suspension, and they give him a giant, 6 or 7 years, $6 million per contract. That's how important he is. Mohamed Joma giving us a final score of Penn 6, Isles 2. Oh, the real TC hit with the Jets attaboy. You know what? I absolutely love that spot with the Blues. I'm surprised that I didn't.
And doesn't it seem like this would be an overplay here as well? There's a 5.5 -115. Again, first period and full game over. Doesn't it seem like
not with Vegas? Vegas is not going to be an over team.
No,
they're being hounded and reminded by Gerard Gallant exactly what they were doing well last year, and it's all about forecheck and pressure. and pressure. It's not about opening up the ice and leaving the zone early for breakout passes. And Nate Schmidt was the guy that gave those breakout passes. We've talked a lot about the importance of defense towards offense.
Sure.
We use Chris Pronger as the example all the time because he was so incredible with those outlet passes. As soon as Pronger was on your team, your scoring would increase. Nate Schmidt's one of those guys. That's why he was given the big contract.
But I mean, I feel like Vegas is good for at least 1 or 2 here, and then St. Louis should be good for 4 or 5, right?
No? The Blues have not. No, I don't have the numbers in front of me, which I generally do. But the Blues have not been a high-scoring offensive team this year.
Well, no, they're in their last 4 games, they scored a total of 19.
That's including a 7-goal game. So
no, every game was at least 4.
Every game was at least 4?
Yes.
So they had 4, 4, 4, and 7.
4, 4, 4, 4, and 7, yes. And then before that, 2, 2, 3, 5, 4. I mean, they've been scoring this year. I figured they're going to get, I mean, unless you think that Vegas, see, I love the team total over, right? 2.5 minus 148, that's for you, Cammy Gopher. Team total over, 2.5 minus 148, St. Louis Blues, that's for you, Cammy Gopher. You little cutie. St. Louis Blues team total. No, I'm kidding.
You're talking to her like she's
Cammy Gopher. Yeah, like she's my girlfriend or something.
Is that how you talk to girlfriend?
That is how I talk. It's pretty gross, right? It's pretty unpleasant. It's just like
like,
creepy.
Yeah.
That's how I talk to my girlfriend, Jimmy the Bag. At least
I've never seen this side of you.
That was like 15 years ago. All right, yeah. So St. Louis team total over 2.5 minus 148. That's an official play. I figure there, unless you think that Vegas is going to be, unusually strong defensively, I think St. Louis is good for 4, maybe 5, and Vegas should be good for 1, maybe 2. So why wouldn't we like the over here?
I can understand the over being a play. I tell you what, I would just stick to your Blues team total over. I don't think I would jump on the full game over. But I hear you. And Smooth Moses says, Pete the ladies, man.
Oh, yeah. He knows what works. He's like, that's a guy who knows how to relate to the ladies when it's called. Oh, yeah. I know how to talk. I know how to. That's what they want. Don't get mad at me. I'm just giving them what they want, Jim. All right. So let's all right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to jump. What's the. Excuse me for saying. What's the St. Louis Blues minus 1.5?
Plus 250 right now. That is the line at the Greek. So the Greek
this game starts at 8, so I'll be able to make the bet after the show.
You want that one?
I do.
All right, St. Louis puck line plus 250, and I'm on St. Louis minus 1, and the St. Louis team total over 2.5, and I'd be leaning over 5.5, and I'd be leaning first period over as well in that game. And then let me see.
Plus 250?
Yeah, 250. 250. Shit. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why that line is so high.
Sean Watson says if we spend 30 minutes of hockey at 1, it should be 10 minutes at 6.
Yeah, I mean, look, the reason is there's 11 or 12 games today, so that's why we're doing it. And there's also games that I think I'm seeing value with. Also, Chicago, Edmonton. Go ahead, Jim.
Look at Van City Chris. My pick of the day is Philly money line.
Wow.
If I had more time, I probably would have gone on that minus 1.5. But I am hesitant because of Elliott. But is Campbell better than Elliott? I don't know. I definitely agree with that play, Van City, Chris, but I haven't jumped on it yet, and I'm going to have time because it's a late game.
Okay, and I also am going to go with the Penguins. I didn't give this one before, but I'm going to take Pittsburgh minus 1, Penguins minus 1. I know it's there's good reasons to not like it, but I'm going to take them. Penguins minus 1. The money line will be minus 160. It'll still be a small dog line, so it'll only lose 1 unit if it loses. Pittsburgh minus 160 on the money line, and the puck line will be plus 177. So that's a small dog line for Pittsburgh. Jimmy the Bag, of course, is on the under in that one. And let me see. Kobe Valentine really loving Detroit here tonight, which is interesting. He also likes Montreal. I would agree with that, but I'm going to stick with the team total over for Montreal. St. Louis, I took that one. Calgary, Colorado. What do you think? Is Calgary? We talked about this in the morning show. I took the unders, and I'm thinking about Calgary team total under 3.5 minus 150. Is Calgary likely to get to 4 goals here? I mean, that's asking a lot. And Varlamov's been great, hasn't he?
He has been great. Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Does it?
Yeah, it really does. Van City Chris wants me to roll with him on the Flyers. And look at Rock's NHL play. Scotty Rock, Penguins puck line, Flyers money line, Flames money line.
Wow, okay.
Blues puck line.
Wow. So he likes Calgary. People liking Calgary, really?
Kobe Valentine says, I'm loving Detroit. They're getting healthier. D is playing great. New Jersey's been slumping. Seems like a perfect spot for Detroit.
What do you think about that?
I love Detroit.
Uh-huh.
New Jersey just scares me. But yeah, I love Detroit. I'm on them for the season point total over. I was saying it sucks that first game where they won by 2 goals at home was on the weekend when I was focusing on something else. But yeah, I agree with Kobe. I've been saying it all year. I think you're going to get a ton of value with Detroit.
but you don't like him here necessarily. I mean, New Jersey's been bad defensively on the road. What about Detroit team total over? I might tail Kobe Valentine on this one with Detroit as well. Who's in goal? But the problem is that New Jersey does have good goaltenders. Corey Schneider. What do you think about him?
Is Schneider playing?
Yes, Schneider is confirmed.
Oh, wow.
What do you think?
I'm so shocked that Schneider has become this. Well, how did he do in that? So he came in when Kincaid was yanked. Well, that helps. So he stepped in and gave up another goal on 6 shots, 14 minutes and 58 seconds of ice time. Got his feet wet. I find him very questionable.
Yeah.
I thought he was a top 10 goalie at the beginning of last year, and I believe I said that on the show.
No, a lot of people thought of that.
And then Keith Kincaid took over character-wise. Now, I've actually spent some time with Corey Schneider, and he's a great guy, a quality guy. He said all the right things with Kincaid taking over his job, but what kind of player is he now? I think Kobe might be bang on that spot.
Well, and they're also getting a big underdog line here, and the question is, what's up with Detroit's offense? You like Detroit in general offensively?
No. I'm going to at some point, but that's been the problem holding them back. Some of these young forwards that we really believed in have not gotten rolling, and that's what held me off on their very first win of the season.
Yeah.
So we got Franz Nielsen out, undisclosed injury. We have Andreas Athanasiou, who's big and fast, won't play. This is Tuesday night, so we won't know how it'll be tonight. Thomas Vanek will be sidelined 2 to 3 weeks with a lower body injury. He's good on the power play, and he does give them... Now, he's not a guy I care about moving forward with the Red Wings, but he does give them some veteran leadership. I expect that he gives them veteran leadership. There has been a question about Vanek's character throughout his career. Anthony Mantha is a guy I believe in. Michael Rasmussen is getting all this extra time with Nielsen out, but you're asking a ton of this rookie. I love this team moving forward, but when you take some players out of the lineup, it gave me less confidence.
And my question is, New Jersey defensively, of course, they got gashed in their last game, right? They gave up 8 to Tampa Bay. So are they going to come back in here with Schneider in net and say, we're not going to have that kind of defensive effort again?
Yeah, I see this if the Devils weren't coming off that kind of a shit kicking, I would definitely jump all over it.
So you think that the game against Tampa Bay was fluky and not necessarily indicative of significant defensive weakness from the Devils?
Oh, definitely. I mean, we saw the same thing happen to the Lightning when they lose 7-1 to Arizona. I mean, Arizona did bag 2 shorthanded goals, but definitely. Absolutely.
All right. I think I'm going to take Detroit on the team total over anyway, though. I'm going to take Detroit team total over. It's just 2.5 minus 112. So they're going to have to get to 3 against New Jersey, but if it loses, it's just 1.1 units. What do you think about that, Jim?
Sorry, say that again.
Detroit team total over 2.5 minus 112.
You know, I find it exciting, and you're getting a nice enough line there.
It's just New Jersey after that big
but
blowout
Schneider's
loss.
First game. So, okay, the reason why I was hesitant about these goalies coming back is Crawford rocked me when he came back.
Right.
I couldn't believe how impressive he was. And then Scott Darling. How has Darling been since he's come back? Because these guys are all similar goaltenders.
Right.
Crawford, Darling, and Schneider. Now, before this last year started, I would have said Schneider's much better than them. But why don't we they're all in somewhat similar situations. I would say that Crawford's situation is more similar than what's been going on with Darling. But how has Darling looked? So we have a veteran goalie, been out for a while. He allows 3 goals on 31 shots. He's got a .903 save percentage, 3.12 goals against average. It's a tough spot. It's a tough spot. Phil says the Red Wings are the team you hate to watch play. They're big, they're fast, and they don't have that soft hands. We remember this team with Datsuk and Zetterberg making all the right plays, and that's just not happening anymore.
All right, well, I'll take it. I'll take Detroit team total over 2.5 minus 112. That may be a little bit of a that might be the wrong side, but I'm going to go for it. Let's see and then Buffalo against Ottawa. Is Ottawa just an auto fade right now? We want to take them in any spot where we have a decent line against them.
That is a good question. I think that they're a team that we probably want to back in certain home situations. What
Ottawa, just a small road favorite. And what's his name says he loves them a lot, Jim Tobleson.
Yeah, and he knows his Buffalo team very well. I'm not saying Buffalo doesn't win here, but this is not the type of spot that I would like to fade Ottawa. But it's not the type of spot I want to take Ottawa. I want to take Ottawa when they're a bigger dog at home.
And what about the under? I was thinking about the under in that Buffalo-Ottawa game. What do you think about that, Jim?
I like the way Buffalo's playing. It's much more defensive than last year, but Ottawa is not a team you can count on with unders. They'll break your heart if you keep doing that all year. Their goaltending's bad. Dionysus says Ottawa put 3 players down to the AHL and called up 3 more. That's worrisome, right? No, that's demanding accountability that makes me think that they're going to play a tighter, stronger game. When the coach sends a message to the team, I always think they get a boost, and those guys want to be there. So no, I would say yes. Ottawa's bad. They're a bad hockey team. They might be the worst team in the NHL or close to it. But no, I think that when you drop 3 players down in the NHL, bring 3 players up, that it sparks the dressing room and demands accountability.
All right, I'm going to take the under in Buffalo, Ottawa. I'm not going to buy the 6.5. I'm just going to take the 6, and that'll be -105 at Bet365, BetOnline, a few other places. So I'm going to take Buffalo, Ottawa, under 6 -105 as an official play. You think that's okay, Jim? They'll break your heart, but maybe there's accountability this game coming up from them.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a very, very important thing that Dionysus dropped that I didn't know because I've been focusing on the horses today. Thank you for that, Dionysus. I think that's a very, very important addition to this game. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of comments here. Headshot, did you guys decide on Philly LA game? I was thinking taking Philly puck line with how good the odds would be. You know, a lot of people are liking Philly tonight. Tomarino Tomor, a guy from Philly, he was saying he liked them. The comments are coming in saying they like Philly. I did take the under on that one, buying up to 6. Might have been a mistake, but I don't know. We'll see. Mohammed Joma says Ottawa is super tough at home. Not Apple likes Buffalo money line. I'm just taking the under there.
Ooh, Wally George liking Catholic boy. Oh, man, that excites me so much, Wally George. It excites me so much. So much. I love Catholic boy. I love McKinsey. I'm going away from Accelerate and away from West Coast, which excites me so much. I'm so happy to hear you say that.
Headshot says, I think the Sharks, after losing such an emotional game and only really skating the first and last 3 minutes of the Ranger game, they come out on fire, and now they have been home from their trip. Yeah, I mean, they're a big favorite against Columbus. I took the first period over on that one. I'd be leaning over in general. And what do you think about St. Louis? I mean, San Jose is a big favorite here over Columbus. You kind of like that. You took it as an official play, didn't you?
I did. I said to everybody before they lost to the Rangers that they were playing 10 of their next 12 games at home, watch this team go on a run, and then they start out by losing 4-3 to the Rangers, and that's not scaring me. I'm putting my money where my mouth is.
I think you might be right there, and I will tail you on this one. I tailed a bunch of people on San Jose -1 last time. I got burned. If San Jose runs away with this one, I don't want to be missing out on the fun. So I'm going to take San Jose -1. The money line here, -155 at BetOnline, and I'm going to check the puck line right now, but I'm going to go on it, San Jose -1. Let me see. The puck line for San Jose will be +175, so that's going to be a very small dog line for San Jose -1. All right, I'm adding on that one as well, Jim.
I like it.
Okay, let's see. At Edmonton, Chicago, no overnight line, but I looked at that one and I was thinking overs. What's your take on Chicago right now?
You know, I've been at work for 38 hours straight. 38 hours straight.
I know.
Sorry, what was the question?
I've been doing the same thing too. I just
question?
have been partially at home. Chicago. What do you think about Chicago right now?
Well, we know that Kane is sick.
Yeah.
How sick is he? Let's see here.
I thought he was going to be back, but.
Let's see. I haven't been following it all day. Patrick Kane missed Wednesday's game against Vancouver, skipped the morning skate, wasn't able to play. Yeah. You know, this is a road trip where if a player is sick, you want him away from the team and you want him away from everything. Not saying that he won't come back, but yeah, Patrick Kane is so important to this garbage hockey club that Dan Bowman put together. What a joke. What terrible moves.
So you don't like Chicago right now?
I don't like them ever. Didn't like them. They started off. Now, Tomor was right that they were giving you value, and I don't know how long that will last. It's so crazy when you look at Panarin and Teravainen and think about inserting these two guys into this lineup and how good they'd be. But the problem is Duncan Keith and Brent Seabrook. If you were watching this Blackhawks game last night, it was Eric Gustafsson. That was the main guy playing on the power play on defense.
You think they can score, Chicago, a little bit?
Mohamed Joma, look at Chicago's roster. No depth at all, especially without Kane. Auto fade.
Wow. So you like Edmonton here, even with this guy Koskinen?
Yeah, yes, I would like Edmonton almost unconditionally. And remember, even in Chicago, when Chicago was playing well, I took Edmonton. Edmonton won 2-1 in overtime. I lost because I had them on the -1.5, but yeah. Yes, indeed. All right, I think that this, and what's your take on the goaltending? And this goaltender for Edmonton? Who the hell is this guy? Yeah, let's break him down more. Mikko Koskinen. Let's break him down more. Sorry. No, that's okay. I'm on the brink of taking the first period over and the full game over, buying to 5.5 on this one. Let me pull out Hockey DB so we can get his background. So just give me a second if you could bring something up.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Barca man, G11 over is 24-3 in Blackhawks' last 27 road games against a team with a losing home record. I mean, I'd be leaning over here for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, some really nice numbers in St. Petersburg.
Really? So you think he's good, huh?
Wow, look at those numbers.
You think so?
I don't know what he's going to do in the NHL, and it's best when you get kind of watch some interviews and get some inside information. But look at that season last year. 937 save percentage. He went 22-4-1 with a 1.57 goals against average. He's had a save percentage over 915 his last he had 4 years at St. Petersburg of the KHL. This guy has some numbers. Wow. And he tried to come to the NHL years ago.
And how did that go?
Years ago. It didn't go well. Didn't go well at all. He played 4 games for the Islanders in 2010, 2011. Then the next year he played in the AHL for 3 games and said, fuck it, I'm going to Finland. But the very, very impressive numbers. This isn't a kid. This is a 30-year-old guy, and that just makes me think this is a guy who could take over from Cam Talbot.
You think so?
Yeah, I need to study him more.
It doesn't make you think that he's just a guy who with limited upside, who just doesn't really have what it takes talent-wise to be an NHL goalie?
He wouldn't have come back. He wouldn't have come back and give it another try. That to me shows character.
Okay, so you don't like Chicago here, and Edmonton is, Chicago's lost 3 in a row, and now Edmonton coming off the loss to Minnesota. But I mean, are they McDavid and no one and nothing else, or are they McDavid and some decency around him? No,
Draisaitl is a good forward. They're probably paying him too much. It's McDavid and nobody. I mean, how disappointed? I don't know if you can get more disappointed in a hockey player than we've been of Nugent Hopkins, and that's just because he was number 1 overall. I mean, I guess Alexander Daig is worse. I guess you could find number 1 overalls that are worse. But Nuge, man, we just loved him and believed in him, but he never got stronger. He never got stronger in the ice, and it seemed like a pretty simple thing for him to do. But yeah, this is just a bad hockey team. They're strong down the middle.
Edmonton's a bad hockey team, and Chicago's a bad hockey team.
No, Edmonton, because if you put Connor McDavid, I mean, it's so funny that Johnny Taves has stepped back, and I don't want to talk about hockey too much. I know a lot of guys want to move on.
Yeah.
But down the middle, Ryan Strome, I still expect something from. Even Kyle Brodziak, I still expect something from. I think that they're strong down the middle, and Klefbom and Larson are good defensemen, not great defensemen, but good defensemen. Their defensive core isn't bad, but look at their right wingers. I mean, you start Ratty out of the lineup, so you got Cassian, Yamamoto, Jesse Puljujarvi. Puljujarvi is someone we thought was going to be a player. He's not. They've drafted poorly, but Connor McDavid is so unbelievably special, and their defense is now. If you break down the Oilers' depth chart on defense, it's better than Chicago's. I find the Oilers a very appealing play all of a sudden.
Even as a huge favorite?
What would you get on the -1.5?
Well, the -1.5 would be like plus 170 or something like that.
Yeah, I find that very appealing.
But you don't like the over because Chicago can't really score.
Yeah, I find that very appealing.
But you don't like the over, though?
No, I don't like the over. But yeah, sign me up.
Sign me that one?
Yeah. When's the game start? Oh, it's late.
9 o'clock?
Yeah,
all right,
I'll
so that'll be
Oilers.
plus 180 will be the best line there for Edmonton -1.5. So Jim's going to take Edmonton puck line plus 180. You like that one, huh? Chicago's really that bad, huh?
Yeah, they're that bad. They're that bad. And I understand what Tomor was saying early in the year, finding value with them. But yeah, they're just a bad hockey team, and it's all Stan Bowman's fault. Let's see what's up here. Gate Pasky saying Talbot is not their guy, and they're trying to find a goalie without paying out their cap space. Smart, try it. I agree. I'm very impressed with his numbers.
All right, I'm thinking about taking this one, and I'm thinking about taking the first period over. I mean, I feel like Edmonton does kind of score a little bit. Not really.
Rick Flair says, I hope Jimmy's horse picks are better than his baseball and NHL. Just use baseball. In NHL, since I've been here, I am still plus units, even though I'm down 13 units this year so far, because I had a big year last year.
And Edmonton can score, can't they?
Well, McDavid can score.
That's it?
Yeah. Well, Draisaitl is a good forward.
All right, I'm going to take the first period over. Chicago, Edmonton, first period over, 1.5 minus 123. I'm going to take that one. Do you think they come out putting up some points here, or do you think that I'm just looking at these goalies, Cam Ward, Koskinen.
Cam Ward's a bum.
Yeah, he is, right?
But he did have a good game against Edmonton last time, and that's why he's back in.
Right.
He shut them down. I was shocked. But I'll go back to the well with the Oilers against Cam Ward. I think Cam Ward's a bum.
Yeah. All right, I guess we can move on. The plays that I've added in NHL: St. Louis -1, St. Louis team total over 2.5, Penguins -1, Detroit team total over 2.5, Buffalo, Ottawa under 6, San Jose -1, and Chicago Edmonton first period over 1.5. I'd also be leaning full game over on that one as well. Jimmy the Bag has added St. Louis puck line +250 and Edmonton puck line +180. All right, should we move on to NBA, Jim?
Yes.
All right, let's move on to NBA. I just I feel like there's a lot of money that I'm leaving on the table here with NHL, or maybe not. Maybe I'm just maybe I'm gonna.
No, I agree. I would love to have hammered this harder, much harder. I agree.
Okay, so let's move on to NBA. While I make a bet here, Jim, why don't you? Can you take over for just a minute or two? While I make a bet here. Okay,
absolutely.
Thanks.
Going into NBA, there is news right now. Anthony Davis, as I'm sure a lot of you already have figured out, is doubtful for tonight. Chandler Parsons, do we need to even mention him? Yes, he's doubtful. I guess that's the only big story right now is that Anthony Davis. Oh, and De'Aaron Fox is probable. We knew that. There is actually a possibility that Jaylen Brown will be in the lineup tonight. I thought he was out for sure. He's now a game-time decision. Very interesting. And then, no, at 6:11 p.m., sorry, he's being ruled out versus Milwaukee. That's what we expected. So Jaylen Brown will be out of the lineup. This is a spot that I think there is value on this NBA card. I just didn't have enough time with the Breeders' Cup to hammer it the way I wanted to. When last night I saw horrifying red flags everywhere, tonight, I don't see it quite as much. We do have this very interesting game, Oklahoma City, Charlotte. King Rail already coming in and joining us, which is great. He likes the Kings in Atlanta. Steve Chamberlain says OKC going to smash. Sure, why wouldn't OKC smash? I mean, I'm hesitant to fade Charlotte at home, but OKC, I think, turned the corner in that game against the Clippers. And that brings up a good point. Are the Clippers going to be trash on the road? I don't know. Not Applicable says love the Sacramento Kings. Rehan Hyder says Kings last win in Atlanta 2006. This is a different team. Alan actually says it's been a long time since the Kings were a road fade, but that's how bad the Hawks are.
Yeah.
Wild Man Samurai taking the Bucks, and that's been a big talk about today is the Bucks at the Celtics and whether the Bucks have value. I truly think that at this line, even though Boston's been so bad this year and lost to the Magic in this kind of a situation, 93-20, that Boston will always give you value at a type of a pick'em spot. King Rail says also on Oklahoma City. Please stick around for Kings Court. That's at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. We lead right into it.
All right, I think I'm going to take the Atlanta Hawks team total under at 116 -110. That's a little bit risky, I know, but I'm going to take Atlanta team total under 116 -110. That's the current line at Pinnacle. I'm going to take that one, Jim. How does that feel to you?
Well, to be honest, it does give me
because
concern.
Sacramento just doesn't play defense. They play so up-tempo.
Well, Sacramento has shown that they can do different things, and Willie Cauley-Stein is just playing so well. Let me just ensure that everybody is good on the Kings.
Atlanta team total under, not the Kings.
Yeah, but what team matters when you take under the team that they're playing against? So,
there you go, Jimmy the Bag just checkmated me on that one. He sure did.
Well, no, but I hear what you're saying. I know. I'm
kidding. I'm just making jokes. I'm just doing shit.
I just love the way Willie Cauley-Stein's playing. And when you look at Atlanta, they're just going to have trouble with them. This Atlanta team, my goodness, Dwayne Dedmon, a guy I love, but it certainly feels like he needs John Collins beside him to do anything here. Alex Len's just become a nobody. We did have some hope for him when he played for Phoenix. Yeah, no, I think that play makes sense. The Kings, so I totally understand here when Giancarlo Baroa says, although the Kings are playing way better ball, I can't trust them tonight. I didn't trust them in Orlando, and they forced it on me. Bill Butlicker says Kings team total over. Ski Profit here says I took a shot with a prop halftime Bucks, full-time Celtics at plus 500. That's a very exciting play. Very, very, very exciting play. Dom Ricci on a prop bet over 3.5 field goals in the San Fran-Oakland game. Tomer talking about the Thunder have been much better at home the last couple of years. I don't trust them on the road. Jay Ryan joining us. Love this guy. Says, I'm liking the Sixers in this spot, expecting a big night from Ben Simmons after getting shit on a little in the local media. He went for a triple-double the last time that happened.
What's the line here? Yeah, 5.5. So did OKC turn a corner? Because the line is getting bet in OKC's favor, which seems a little bit out of whack with the year-long statistics. So that might tell me that someone thinks that OKC turned a corner in their last game.
That's what I thought when I watched it. T. Swade joining us. Much love, my man. Troy Acker says take Kings -2 or 2.5. But back to this, to the two teams. Okay, first off, there was a sense that Oklahoma City might turn the corner. in that game against the Clippers when they were at home. Is this Philadelphia got a similar feeling? Now, BetOnline opened at -7.5, and so money coming in on the Clippers. Does that surprise you after the beating that they took from Oklahoma City?
The beating that they took from Oklahoma City. I'm not exactly sure. I'm kind of liking the over, even though it's a high total. I was kind of liking the over here. What do you think about that? You don't like the over in Clippers Philly?
Well, the Clippers played so badly defensively against Oklahoma City. Now, Philly's an over team for sure, but they played so badly defensively. I just don't think Doc Rivers is going to have a lot of patience for that type of situation. Mohamed Joma says Sixers are the no-brainer NBA pick along with the Blazers, but Chris Garza says over in the Sixers game. Very interesting. Nasty Nate letting us know that Donnie Rightside likes the Hawks tonight.
And what about is Anthony Davis back for New Orleans?
No, he's not playing.
He's not. Oh. And so how has New Orleans been doing totals-wise without him? Because that line crashed from 235 all the way down to 230.
Well, we thought the play of the day was an Anthony Davis-less Pelicans team when they went into Denver. And other than that ridiculous 22 points, in the last minute and 30 seconds, we had that. That was we still hit it, but that was a slam dunk play. So, yeah, I think they're less offensive, and they're much easier to defend without the brow. Absolutely.
Man, that line really crashed. 230, 229.5. Maybe I'll tail that one. I'm going to tail that one. New Orleans, Portland. How does Portland play?
Well, they're a guard-driven team, and before they went on, this has been a tough trip that they just finished. That's what would concern me the most. That's what would I don't feel like Portland is the team we can have confidence in pulling off double-digit victories, especially that was a long, tough road trip. No, I would be hesitant. I would be hesitant like I was last night with the Timberwolves spot. There's something. It's tough. It's situational basketball. Portland got their shot together. New Orleans now is. I can see why the total dropped.
Yeah.
But Portland's a dangerous squad.
All right, I'm getting a crap number, but I'm going to take the under 230 minus 103. New Orleans, Portland, under 230 minus 103. That's the current line at Pinnacle. That's a shitty number. If this one lands on 232 or 233 or 234, I'll be frustrated because it opened at 235, but I'll take the under 230 minus 103. I will take that one.
I'd like to give a shout out to Native Queen. I miss her.
Yeah.
Nice to have her with us.
Oh, I really do. Yeah, all right, let me see. So Charlotte, OKC turned a corner. Clippers, Philly. The over is interesting there. Sacramento, Atlanta. I took the Atlanta team total under 116. Milwaukee, Boston. People going back and forth on this one, right? What do you think, Jim?
Well, I guess, in fact, that line crashed. Wow.
Which one?
So look at this. Interesting. So Pinnacle didn't open nearly what BetOnline did. Pinnacle opened with the Sixers at -4.5.
Right, because BetOnline opens way earlier.
Yeah. Wow, that's very, very interesting. Yeah, I agree with you guys. I feel like this is a great spot for Philly to bounce back, but isn't it a spot where the Clippers could bounce back?
Kevin Ruthnam says, wrong, Pete. What's he talking about? Barsaman G11 says, under is 8-2-1 last 11 meetings in Portland. Barsaman G11 says, Pels are 4-1 ATS last 5 meetings in Portland.
But Kevin Ruthnam says, without him, subtract 15.
Sure.
But if you subtract 15, then the under's gold.
No, he's saying that if Davis played, the total would be around 245 or 250.
Oh, Jesus.
Right.
Oh, wow. I don't know if I think that is quite the case.
Kingu AB about business. Portland plays good D at home. They're on their home court. Yeah, I'm taking the under at 230. Getting a crap number, but I'm going to take it.
I think Tomore's on the right track. And there you go. Look at King Rail backing it. I think you guys are on the right track.
King Rail backing what?
The Sixers. Give them to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Wally George, pocket Dynamo at 20-1, box with the 10 horse and exacta. The 5th race tomorrow. God damn. So the 5th race tomorrow, I'm actually not making an official pick. There are 4 horses I find very appealing, and pocket Dynamo is the long shot, and he shouldn't be. In that last race against Sergei Prokofiev, which everyone's in love with Prokofiev, Dynamo couldn't get out. He couldn't get out. He was trying to get out. That's why he placed 5th. I think that you're right. Really, really onto something there. Absolutely.
Dwayne Reed says the Kings are undervalued by the market. Ride the wave. We have seen this before. You remember when the Columbus Blue Jackets were like on that 18-game winning streak or something like that? You just cash in and out, in and out. And Jared Schrader says Sixers are a different team at home. Tomarino Tomor. Billy much better at home. Great bounce back spot. I'm on the -5. King Rail likes the Sixers.
Did I get on a 5 or a 5.5? Did you find me a 5?
I didn't even know you wanted them. The Sixers. All right, let me get it. The Sixers for you. So you're taking them. It's, you could buy down to 5. No, but it's 5.5. 5.5 minus 109. Minus
And
109.
what would it cost to get a 5?
Oh, I can check that for you, Jim.
Thank you very much.
I can check that for you. King Rail liking the Sixers. Everyone liking the Sixers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right. Okay. Let me just hold on one second.
Wow, Troy Acker's coming in saying, heck yeah, Kings are the play. They are not a joke and should win by double digits.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very interesting. And Hulk702 likes the over in Pelicans Blazers.
Likes the over in Pelicans Blazers. All right. All right. Let me see. Buying down to 5. Let me see. Hold on.
Alan Action says, Kings money line is my strong arm play in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Grit and Grind says, anybody able to find a quality PDF of the race program? Right here, Grit and Grind. You know the bag's got that shit. Grit and Grind, are you on Twitter? Because I can hook you up if you're on Twitter.
Kind of a lot. 5 minus 119, or you could get 5.5 minus 109. Yeah.
I will take 5 minus 119.
Really? Okay. So Jim's going to take. Let's see here. Jim's going to take Philly minus 5, buying to 119 at Pinnacle. At Pinnacle. And I guess I would be thinking about the maybe the team total over in this one. Let me see what the Pinnacle team total over here would be.
Bada Boom says, Jimmy, you doing a preview on the Breeders' Cup? Bada Boom, I've been at the office for 38 hours straight and barely slept in 2 days. Of course I got your shit, but you better get a fucking snack and a drink because my Friday breakdown of 5 races is an hour long. So yeah, Fridays is already out. You know what? I'll put a link. The Fridays is already out. Also, you guys, I'm doing a competition, a free competition with $700 on the line. I'll put that link in right now. A free competition where all you got to do is pick your horse to win all 14 championship races, and you go up against the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get this up for you guys.
All right, no, that's okay. I'm just looking around. The Philly team total over 117.5. That might not be bad.
No, that does sound pretty nice.
The Philly team total over. That might not be bad, right? Right. And maybe the first half team total over 60.5. Are they a first half team or a second half team?
You know what they were last year?
Yeah.
They were last year, and they just haven't been this year. I don't know why that is exactly, and I already did that, and I already got screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Grit and Grind says, much love, my man. Been trying all day to find a good one. Yeah, just hit me on Twitter. And this is the competition here at Sportsbook Review. Please join it. It is free to join, and you don't need to be an SBR Pro member. Anybody is welcome. Put in your favorite the horses that you like to win these races and get that.
All right, Sacramento. I'm thinking they like to play up tempo, don't they?
They do.
They do. I'm thinking about are they a first half team or not? I was thinking about Sacramento first half team total over 59.
Yeah, against Atlanta, it is a play that makes a lot of sense.
I mean, does Atlanta stop anyone defensively? Not really, right?
Not really, but it's not like they're Bazemore and Torrey and Prince and Dedmon aren't really good defenders because they are. And the problem is probably Trae Young.
I mean, their 2 home games this year went way under. Both of their home games were enormously under results.
If you watch this Hawks team, they get worse as the game goes on.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have numbers in front of me, but they get worse. Their third quarters are awful.
Yeah.
You know, they seem like a good second half fade or a second half under.
Yeah.
Where is it?
All right, well, I'm just taking the Atlanta team total under, and maybe I'll take the first half team total under as well. Maybe this will be a low-scoring game. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this shit out here.
As you should.
Yeah, I mean, NBA is not my forte, but I'm trying to figure this shit out here. Maybe I'll take the Atlanta first half team total under as well. That would be about 59. Wow, are they going to put up 59 points? Do they have an offense, Atlanta?
They can roll.
They're
capable of rolling, but it's all about Trae Young, and he's just looked worse every day. Every game, he's starting to look a little bit worse, but he came out guns a-blazing, and he's got skills.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Taylor says Sacramento and Atlanta team totals will both hit.
Is it unders or overs?
Well, you're right. We should get that information.
Yes, that's what we need to know.
There's my Friday video right there. The Saturday video might be out right now, but we will be hammering these no words. Oh, and he said over. Hawks money line and the over.
Really? See, I'm thinking about Atlanta first half team total under. And maybe the full game, because I already took the full game team total under. Thinking about the Hawks first half team total under.
Sure.
Yeah. Let me just check something here. Atlanta Hawks. First half. Team total under.
Bill Butler's on the Kings team total over. King Rail says, can't help you with team totals, Pete. I don't bet those.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Ryan Taylor likes the over in Kings and Hawks.
Likes the over in
Oh,
Kings and
shit.
Hawks.
You gave me the Sixers, but that game starts in 12 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
sorry, I need you to take over.
Ruda Reza says, Mr. Loshak, could you sing your famous song Querétaro, please? I think I can,
yeah,
right?
why not?
Querétaro, 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 Querétaro. And that's all I got, really. But,
Yeah,
a
but
massive hit. That's all you need.
Hey, that's the
right?
beginning.
Yeah.
That's the foundation of a
That's
great
all you
song.
right. I mean, what was that? That other song that was a massive multi-million-dollar song. Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci
Yeah.
Gang, right? I mean, that's all you had.
Sure.
And that was a fucking hit.
Let's
I
get
got
it.
more than that.
Yeah, let's get
you
it.
know? Let's get it. Yeah, let's get that. Giovanni Bistor, Pete, I took Sacramento, Atlanta, first half under 119. Yes, I'm thinking about that one as well. Alan Action, Hawks team total under is a good play, but I'm just playing the Kings money line. Yes, maybe I'll take the first half as well on the under. Nikki Shore saying, can we get to college football in? Yeah, maybe you want to move on and then let's bring back and come back, Jim?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I'm just looking for other shit here. Luis Fernando Esquinza loves Kings, likes Kings first quarter minus a half.
Well, sorry, I need you to take over just for a second. I need to make this bet here.
Bill Butler likes Sacramento team total over. Yeah, I mean, that is Justin Biggie says, keep killing it, gents. Never get to watch the shows live anymore, but never miss them. Sending love for Australia. Justin Biggie, shout out to you. Thanks for the positive comment. Let's hang out in Australia sometime together. Let's go around and try to find me a MILF to marry, and I'll move there, become a friggin' citizen, and hang out with you.
Not just a MILF, a BBW.
A BBW MILF. I'll become a citizen there. We'll all hang out together.
College football starts in 10 minutes, says Ronnie P. We got to get there, but Scotty Rock says you haven't finished the Scotty Rock song. Can you just give us 10 seconds?
No, we don't have time right now, but I'll try to write it. I'll try to write the rest
We
of
have
it.
time, Pete.
No, it's not. And also, that was like
Scotty Rock forever? You can't give us 10 seconds of it?
Well, it's just that I had like 3 or 4 huge hits in a row, and then my next release was Scotty Rock Forever, and people didn't really like it as much as I thought they were going to like it.
What do you mean?
Really?
Oh, man.
All right, I'll break it out later. We got to get to. All right, I think I'm going to take Kings team total over first half, but okay. Let me see. Let's get to college football, right? Just quickly because the game started at 7 o'clock. Don't they?
Yeah. Also, Hulk 702 saying that Dell is starting in goal for San Jose. I've got no problem with that. The way Martin Jones is playing. In fact,
you like it more now.
Early in the year, I like it more. Whether or not we'll like it more in Game 60, we won't.
All right, so the two MAC games that started at 7 o'clock, I don't know, I might have made a mistake because I took Akron plus, I bet it at 6.5, bought it up to 7, and then for the purposes of the show, I had to buy up to 7 at like minus 130. But Kyle Jack, our resident MAC expert, who's like 3-0 or something, 4-0 on the MAC this week, likes Northern Illinois, which I can understand. I mean, they're a powerful team, right? They're a powerful MAC team, and he says this is a statement game for them, which it kind of is. But Akron's just a scrappy team. It's supposed to be low scoring, and I took the Northern Illinois team total under, which is 22 minus 112, and Akron plus 7. And I'm thinking maybe I should pull it back because the more I think about it, Northern Illinois really is a significantly better team. And then the Ohio-Western Michigan game, a lot of people like in Western Michigan, the replacement quarterback is pretty good, and of course everything around him is as great as ever. Ohio can put up the points. I was leaning first half over, and I was leaning, I guess I'd be leaning Western Michigan team total over. We have about 5 or 6 minutes to finalize our final opinions here, Jimmy the Bag. If you have anything to say about Northern Illinois, Akron, or Ohio Western Michigan.
Just not enough time to really focus on the capping here, so I'll do my part and read out what these guys are on. Kyle Jack is on NIU and Western Michigan.
Yeah.
Western Michigan is a play that Wild Samurai is on as well, but he does not like Ohio here. Oh, sorry, he doesn't like Ohio. Of course. Sorry. And he likes UCF. Conrado Mendoza, though. Ohio over first half and full game.
Yes, that's what I was thinking as well. Go ahead, Jim.
Ryan Taylor on Ohio money line and -3. We know that. The Coin Kid, UCF, just tweeted a ton of scouts for NFL there tonight. Ooh, maybe that will light them up, especially offensively. Fanatical Jim, Akron first half plus 3.5. These are bad offenses, so I'll take the points.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, they are bad offenses, but you know, what's it called? Northern Illinois is clearly the better team, and I'm just worried that Kyle Jack might be dead on here. With his read here.
As per usual.
Yeah, as per usual. Right, exactly.
Jake Bell, I love Akron here. Hulk 702, love total games. Always take the team. Sorry. Seeing double. Low total games. Always take the team getting the touchdown. Says Hulk 702. I believe Hulk's on the same play as you. He likes the Sharks Jackets first period over.
Yes. All right, I'll tell you what I am going to do. I'll tell you what I am going to do here. I'm going to take the Western Michigan team total over, which is 31 minus 108. Western Michigan team total over 31 minus 108. That's the current line at Pinnacle. Western Michigan team total over 31 minus 108. I'd be leaning Western Michigan first half team total over as well. And, first half and full game over. That line is headed down a little bit, but I'm not sure I trust this line movement that's coming in right now. It's down to 32.5 at Bookmaker on the first half. I'd definitely be leaning first half and full game over here, and the first half team total over for Western Michigan as well. Let me see what that would be at Pinnacle at Heritage right here. It should be less than 17, which I kind of like. Less than 17 is what it should be. What's going on out there? Okay. 16 minus 120, and I'll take that one as well. I'm going to double up. Western Michigan first half team total over 16 minus 120. Western Michigan first half team total over 16 minus 120. I'll be a believer in this new quarterback with the weapons he's got around him. It's a position that I don't necessarily love to bet into when you have a replacement quarterback who comes in the middle of a game in the previous week, does well, then has a week to think about it, and is starting in a primetime game. But I'll be a believer in him right now and the weapons that he's got around him, and I'll take it. Western Michigan, first half team total over 16 minus 120, and Western Michigan full game team total over 31 minus 108. All right. Give me the bag.
Sorry, I'm talking
That's
horses
okay.
with the guys on here, with my man Gas Station Sushi. Oh, we have a hello.
Uh-huh.
We have a hello from China. Always very exciting.
Oh, very nice. Yes, from China. Oh, hello, Chinese person. Unfortunately, I realize this is incredibly racist, but I have no idea what any of these Chinese characters mean. So
God, Pete. Really? You have to pull that card out on TV in front of all these people? You make me sick. Your racism is, God.
It's unintentional. I have to call him. I have to call him the Chinese guy because I can't make heads or tails of any of these characters. So every commenter from China I refer to as a Chinese guy, even though I know they're different. I don't have the time to copy and paste it into the Google Translate here. So hello back right at you, Chinese guy. Chinese guy number 2 from today, from this week. All right, what else do we have here, Jimmy the Bag? Native Queen likes Western Michigan first half. Look at that. Native Queen likes Western Michigan first half. Cammy Gopher says, take it, Pete. Cammy Gopher still watching. Shout out to you, Cammy Gopher. No way she's single. No way she's singling from Australia, right? Is there any chance Cammy Gopher is singling from Australia?
That's a good question.
Zero chance. Not zero chance, but that's a massive underdog line there. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? Queen, go ahead.
Alan Action's so racist. Look, says, I think it's Korean. Oh, God. Alan Action.
Oh, shit.
That makes me sick. Oh, my God. You think it's Korean?
Jesus Christ.
Because all the writing's the same.
Maybe it is Korean. All right, so let's see. We got a few minutes. I'm thinking about quadrupling up on this one. I'm thinking about maybe taking the first half over in the Ohio-Western Michigan game. Maybe the Western Michigan money line. That's looking more and more tempting.
Ryan Taylor says over in Western Michigan, Ohio, a great bet for Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean Ohio has a very, very productive offense as well. Obviously, they're just coming off of two explosive offensive performances at home against weaker teams, and Western Michigan is not great defensively, but they're better than those two teams they faced. They're okay. They're like middle of the road defensively. So I don't know what we're going to get from Ohio.
What's the total movement been on that game?
There's recent movement to the under, but again, this reminds me of some of this late. Then again, in a action game like this, late movement to the under is usually pseudo sharp at least. So yeah, there's been very, very, very late recent movement to the under. It's now down to 64.5 at Heritage, which makes me a little bit nervous. But I don't know if I agree with this move to the under as opposed to the move yesterday or not yesterday, whenever it was, the Toledo game, where I did agree with the move to the under. Here it's now coming down 64.5. I'm taking Western Michigan, both team total overs, and maybe I'll just leave it at that. Akron and Northern Illinois. I have the Northern Illinois team total under 22, and I did take Akron bought to 7. That might be the wrong play. I should probably buy back Northern Illinois right now at -6 or 5.5 though. Look at that, bookmaker. Man, and just the way these games go with a missed extra point, this game could easily land on 6 or 7. And if I buy back at 5.5 and it lands on 6 to get a middle there, that's at bookmaker.
Wow, both Anthony L. and our man Smooth Moses on a soccer play. When they come together, I think that's probably a banker. Smooth Moses and Anthony L. on Frankfurt. Anthony L. says, I'm on Frankfurt also, but have them straight for the straight win. Good luck. And Smooth Moses has Frank draw no bet tomorrow. Absolute banker.
Okay.
Hulk 702 says Akron's a great play. Wants you to stick with it.
All right. Who said that?
Hulk 702.
Okay. Maybe I will stick with it. Not Alan Action. Kyle Jack doesn't like it.
Yeah,
but I mean, you got to figure.
That's good writing.
You got to figure he's
going up against our Mac expert.
I mean, you got to figure he's gonna have a loser at some point, right? Ryan Taylor, Western stands no chance at winning the game. And then Jake Bell, though. There you go. I like Jake Bell's opinions. That's another one. Ride with Akron, Pete. Akron wins. Wow. I think he's talking about outright. He's not talking about ATS.
Yeah, I wouldn't get off your Akron play. Makes sense to me.
Yeah, all right. I'll just ride with it.
Low-scoring game in the rain. Akron plays tough.
Yeah, I'll just ride with it. I'll do it. Wildman Samurai Pete get all over UCF. Man. All right. Any other comments you want to?
Yeah. Smooth Moses asks if there's any Thai lady boys in here.
Yeah, probably. Yes.
Probably it's several.
Yes, several. All right. Is ladyboy a slur? That's got to be a slur in 2018. Definitely.
No, everybody likes it. No, call me ladyboy. Everyone loves that.
I'm not talking about you. Oh, Dwayne Reed. There's another opinion. Akron +6 and under 37.
Yeah, Dwayne Reed's so sharp.
Ooh. So now we got Dwayne Reed, Jake Bell, Ron Lofton. A lot of people saying stick with Akron. Okay, hey, maybe this is a kind of time where
Jake Bell's on the money line.
Yeah,
+200.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe Kyle Jack will have to eat a 4-1 MAC record tomorrow instead of 5-0. You know what I'm saying?
Ryan Taylor says Akron gets blown out.
Oh,
that give you the calm you were hoping for.
Boy.
Not applicable wants me to make a ringtone of my puking. All right.
Yeah, DJ Big Boss says, like I said yesterday, I always lean over in the MAC this time of year. I agree, unless you have games like this, where it's just going to be a flood. It's raining already. I think it's still raining. I didn't check, but it's expected to rain. Two teams that are very strong defensively. Northern Illinois is coming off of a 7-6 game. You know what I mean? Those 7-6 games don't happen by accident. That's when you have, sluggish offenses going up against tough, gritty defenses, and that might happen again here. All right.
Yeah. The correct term is transgendered.
Okay, great. Yeah. Yes. No, I knew that. I know that's not a slur. All right. So Jimmy the Bag, let's move on. How about that?
Yes.
Do you want to make any college football plays here?
No, I just didn't have enough time.
So next we got NFL. That whole time we were not on college football. We were on NBA, but that's okay. NFL. You have anything to say about NFL tonight, Jim? I'm passing on this game. Although there's been a massive line move in favor of Oakland, and Teddy B told us when the show started that we should get on Oakland at Pick'em because it was going to move, and now it is moving down to a -1. So that's interesting.
It makes sense here. It makes sense. I'm not going to back this team, and the Thursday nights are just nuts. But yeah, the play on the Raiders makes perfect sense. But can you trust this Raiders squad and that asshole roaming the sidelines?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can. But yeah, it makes a ton of sense. Ron Lofton's on San Francisco, Oakland under 22.5 first half. When Carr said, I want to stay here, he put up a really nice game against the Colts. Now, the 49ers have had a questionable secondary all year. Their linebackers are good, but now we're dealing with so many injuries. I can totally understand the play on the Raiders. Dwayne Reed's on San Francisco money line and over 44. Kobe Valentine says, I took Oakland +3 and money line and -6.5. Locked it in last night. Very interesting. Scotty Rock Forever says, yes, you can trust them tonight. Hulk 702 says, horrible Thursday night game. Al Abraham's giving us love. What a guy. Love you, Al Abrahams. Yeah. Anthony L. Falcons money line, Chargers money line, Patriots -5, tease the Chiefs with like 7 other games. LOL. I'm ready. And our friend is saying Oakland just getting bad each week. Mm-hmm. I agree. Oakland is a dumpster fire. Mason 1985-95 says Foster is out, and that's the problem. But they still got Warner. And but yeah, I agree. Losing Reuben Foster is the straw that stirs that defensive drink. I agree. Not applicable says Oakland gets a lot of fans in the crowd. Jake Bell likes the Raiders. I can completely understand. While we're talking about this, I am ready to add a couple plays to my NFL.
Okay.
But I will want you guys to focus on this game right now, and I don't want to take you away from it because it is a big Thursday nighter. Do you have a play on this game?
No, I'm going to pass on it. Just too much stuff, too much other stuff that I was looking at. So I'm going to pass on that one for sure.
49ers Mullen will be motivated. It's his Super Bowl, says Dwayne Reed. There's no doubt about that. This is his showcase moment. Pretty exciting. And we know that Shanahan has a playbook that's easy to work with and can make you look very good.
Mm-hmm.
Edwin Garcia says, 49ers, my Cappers.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Butler says Raiders roll. Carr 3 TDs, 1 to Cook, 1 to LaFell, 1 to Roberts. You heard it here first. San Francisco D's hurting for a squirting. Who isn't, though?
I don't know, but Nutflesh Allen also said, write it down, Pete, Clippers game over. That's what I was thinking about, too. I was thinking about the Clippers game over, and then everyone liking Philly. What about the Philly team total over, which is dropped to 117? Is Philly just going to put up a 130 spot in this case?
I think that the Clippers know that what the Oklahoma City did to them is unacceptable.
Mm-hmm.
Are they capable of bouncing back on the road? That's the question. If you were going to say to me, who's capable of bouncing back between the Clippers on the road or the Sixers at home, both teams getting blown out last game,
yeah,
I would say it's the Sixers at home is the spot you can trust.
All right, well, I'll hang off it, but the Sixers team total over, just combining everyone who's liking the Sixers and myself liking the over, as well as Nutflesh Allen and a few other people liking the over, feels like the Sixers team total over might be a decent play. Might be a decent play.
Edwin Garcia giving you love on the over the other day on OKC.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Jahanzeb Khan giving us a final score of 27-20 Oakland.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to add a play to my card.
Oh, Andy Marak says, I got the email. Pete, looks like we're hanging out tomorrow. Great. We're going to preview UFC 230. Nice. UFC 230 next to tomorrow with Andy Marak. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what we agree on and what we disagree on. That'll be fun, won't it? Me and Andy Marak. Head to head, maybe. Possibly.
I love Clint. I love Andy Marak. Great pepper.
All right, and here's a comment from the Chinese guy. How come Oakland become Cleveland this year? I don't know. It's a good question, though.
No, it's a really good question.
How come Oakland become Cleveland this year? Yeah. How come?
One answer.
Yes.
John Gruden.
that's one possible answer. Some answers are unknowable to the average human mind.
Brick City Matthew joining us said, what up, Jimmy? Jumping on a little late. Both 49ers and Raiders don't want to win to get high draft picks, so I'm leaning under.
And Chinese guy with some comedy chops here. I want to see Oakland versus Cleveland. Ha ha. Yeah, that would be funny. Yeah. That would be funny. I love this Chinese guy.
I love him too. Are you sure he's Chinese?
No, not even
you
sure he's
racist goddamn asshole.
I don't even sure
Jumping to conclusions.
Yes. That's what I do in this life. All right, Jim, you want to move on to horses? You want to
No, I don't. I want to add in a play right here. Oh, but I do want to say, to my man Brick City Matthew that I cannot trust with the amount of injuries, with the trades, all this stuff. There's just too much volatility for me to trust an under. In this new age NFL, you can be on the right call with an under and have it fall off. I'll tell you an under I'm very interested in. And I know that people are going to say you can't do this with the Chiefs, but it's the Chiefs at Browns. I'm extremely interested in this under, and I will probably make a play with it, but I'm not doing it right this second, but I do really like it. And in saying that, it's Taiwan.
Oh,
maybe it's Taiwan.
Really?
Yeah. I know that's what Bulgogi is saying, and I trust Bulgogi.
All right, well, listen.
I trust Bulgogi with my life. I want the over in Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Carolina Panthers, and I want to lock it in now.
Okay.
The Panthers looked very good. Their offense looked very good against a very tough Ravens defense. This Panthers offense is rolling, and who better to continue your roll than against these Buccaneers? Their defense is terrible, and Fitzmagic is every over better's hero. I don't know what to say there. We absolutely love Fitzmagic. He either is throwing 80-yard bombs or giving up pick sixes. He'll be firing nonstop. I actually think the Buccaneers could get a backdoor cover here, but I absolutely love the over in Buccaneers Panthers, and I want to lock it in, Pete.
Let's see. All right, let's see. NFL totals. Let me get you the best total here. The Panthers, the Tampa Bay Panthers. We can give you 55 minus 103. 55 minus 103. Is that okay?
That is okay.
All right.
So I'm now on 2 overs, and I like them both very much. I've also hit 17 of my last 23 plays in NFL on this show. And I'm on the over in Buccaneers, Carolina. You said like you didn't know.
55 minus 103. Okay. No, that's great. That's great.
Thank you. But you've got the stats in front of you. You know this, but they won't show it because every time I ask for it, they put up the NHL record, so I lose my fucking mind. I'm also on the over. I got it at 37. I don't believe you can get a 37 anymore. I believe there's only 37 and a half on Bears at Bills. I really like the over here. I like Peterman. Not only do I think that Peterman's always could give you a pick six, I think he's going to have a better game. I know that sounds nuts if you just judge how he's played so far this year. I think it was very good that he got to watch a bad quarterback play badly. I think that can help. I really think that can help when Peterman can sit on the sidelines and see all these mistakes that are being made by a quarterback they picked up off the street who they valued more than this guy. I think that Peterman can help this over. I think the Bears can put up points. I think the Bills will put up a little points. 37 is a very low total, and I really like it.
Okay. You already locked that one in. So you already got 37 minus 110. That's already a play you locked in earlier. Yes. Anything else?
At this point, those are the plays that I like the best. I'm very interested in the Texans team total over. That's at 22.5, depending on where you're getting it at. I feel like even the Texans to win outright. Anthony L says, Peterman is so bad, I'm actually tempted to lay 10 points with the Bears. Sure, but don't you think that Peterman is going to create more offense, whether it be from the defense putting up points and the Bills putting up points? I really feel that way. And our friend says Panthers is a good, and Tampa Bay so mass right now. Tampa Bay needs to change their head coach. He's absolutely right. I agree with that completely. And the Panthers are rolling. Headshot says Milton rolls tonight, so I guess we have a
so I guess he's playing. Yeah. And wow, here's a comment who says, I hate to True Breeze says, hate to break it to you, but the Hawks will win tonight, y'all. Okay, if the Hawks do win, it could still go under. I just have them on the team total under, so we'll see.
Joey Kerr, who's been hammering and winning nonstop week in, week out on Bama first half. So on Bama first half again, does that put any fear into your LSU play?
No. Oh, no, of course not. Alabama's been an auto play on first halves for me all year long. No, not at all. And I haven't actually made the LSU play, but I'll make it right now. I did give in my parlay LSU plus 14.5 and the under on that one in the parlay show. Those are a little bit correlated, and you can bet those at most places. I think all places that will accept parlays will let you bet LSU plus 14.5 and the under. And I did make that one an official play, and I'll make both those official plays right now. LSU plus 14.5. That'll be an official play, and Bama LSU on the under. That's going to be 54. I'll find the best lines right now, and I will add those to my my official slate of games here, Jim.
Underdog is very interested in that Houston team total over. I already took a look at the weather in Denver, and there's nothing where it's not anything we need to be afraid of. Yes, Houston's team total is only 22.5. Denver's team total is 23.5, and I agree. I find that very appealing.
What makes me more nervous is the Navy line moving against me. I gave Navy plus 14 earlier in the week. It dropped down to 12.5 or 13. It's now back up to 14, so money coming back in on Cincinnati. That makes me nervous for sure. All right, so let me just find this LSU line here. 14.5 minus 110. That will be an official pick, and I'm also going to add the under. I'm going to quote that line in a minute.
And your prediction, as of Saturday morning before that game pops off.
Oh, I think that LSU will be. I predict. My bold prediction is LSU closes at 13. My non-bold but still pretty ballsy prediction is that they close at 13.5. The reason is because then the books are very exposed on Alabama winning by 2 touchdowns, which is entirely possible. I predict that LSU will close under 14. I predict that they'll close at 13. That's what I predict. We'll see. We'll see if I'm right.
We will.
Yeah.
We will, and I'm liking everything that we're doing. I'm going to be here for longer because I've got to finish off 2 more videos, but I'm so excited about the Breeders' Cup. It starts tomorrow. Check out my video. Oh, I haven't given my picks yet. Jesus.
Yeah, and the Bama LSU under 54 minus 110, so that's an official pick as well. All right.
Jesus.
All right, so you want to lock something in for
Yes, I'm
for
making
NHL?
official plays. But before I do, let me look at that gorgeous horse record. Do you mind throwing it up real quick while I pull up
the horse record? Throw it up there.
God damn, it looks good.
This is a 100% accurate record. Small sample size, 11 games, but it's beautiful. And if you got it, throw it up. If not, time is
okay. Beautiful. Look at this.
Yes, very nice.
Smooth Moses says, go to sleep, Jimmy. It's going to be a little while, but I will be able to do that. And also, our new friend says, Rams still have enough firepower after win 8. No, I'm very close to taking the Saints, but I won't do it yet. Bill Butler said, I noticed Sacramento Kings have lost a lot of first quarters and have always come back strong to win the second quarter. Keep an eye open to this trend in the game, and he says, write it down, Pete.
Who said that?
Bill Butler.
And thank you so much for telling me to write it down, because I've noticed Sac Kings have lost a lot of the first quarters, always come back strong to win the second quarter. Keep an eye open to bet this trend in the game. Write Write it down, Pete. Bill Buttlicker.
I love this guy.
Thank you so much. Yes, I know he was asking me a lot about this Sacramento game today, and I'm just not exactly sure what to expect from the Kings, but I do like the Atlanta team total under, and I did make that one an official pick. Atlanta team total under. Great comment there from Bill Buttlicker. I'm copying and pasting this one down. Bill Buttlicker, thank you so much. Thank you so
Headshot
much.
saying Catholic Boy will baptize the competition. I'm not making my Saturday bets until tomorrow's late show, but I love Catholic Boy. Kyle Jack says, Jimmy, will you be tweeting out your horse racing tips? I'll be just putting out my videos and watch the videos, but you're going to need a drink and a snack because they aren't short, because I break down every single horse in the Breeders' Cup Championships. Okay, so the Juvenile Turf Sprint, race 5 on your card tomorrow. This is a race I absolutely love. I'm all over this race, but just to give a win bet doesn't make sense to me in this spot. This is a spot where I really want to make, and I've already set it all up. I haven't made the bets yet. I will be tweeting out the actual bets that I'll be making, but I will be making these bets on my HPI account, so you will see them. But, and I understand, we could talk about this for a long time, and we don't have time to do that right now. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to make my official pick. So I'm going to be doing this on Bet365, Pete. So here we go, horse racing.
And Trunku says, play of the week, Air Force +7. Yeah, I know a lot of people, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but I know,
I gotta get the card up.
I know a lot of people were talking about, that they love Army, that Air Force is not impressive this year. Obviously, up till now, Army's been awesome, great ATS, and Air Force has not been, but I would be agreeing with Trunku as of right now. I haven't bet it. I don't know if I'm going to. I should probably act soon because I think that line's going to drop as well. I wouldn't be surprised if Air Force is 5.5 when that line closes. Trunku says play of the week, Air Force +7. I don't know if I go that far, but I'm definitely leaning Air Force plus the points in that one for sure. And there you go. Jay the Gifted, Army will roll Air Force, and I can certainly understand why anyone thinks that Army is going to be a great bet here. Absolutely. Absolutely. And here you go. God, I love this Chinese guy. Let's go. Great video. Pete needs to show me how to grow mustache. Yes, I certainly will. Maybe I'll do a tutorial for you. God, this guy's freaking awesome.
I like this
Who is this guy?
I don't know.
Who is this guy?
But I like him.
And Joey Kerr says, I'm on Air Force. Trunku says, I watch every Air Force game. I know them really well. Jimmy the Bag. And Chinese guy, if he's a first-time viewer, my favorite comments, my favorite handicapping analysis in the entire world is what? A nerd with a stat model? No. It's someone like that who says, I've watched every snap of this team. I'm an alumni of this team. All those kinds of comments. Here we go. Trunku, I watch every Air Force game. I know them really well. And Trunku says Air Force +7 is the play of the week. And again, I don't know if I go that far, but I was definitely leaning Air Force +7, although I can certainly understand why people like Jay the Gifted are saying Army will roll Air Force. I can certainly understand that. Trunku watches every game. Air Force, play of the week, +7. All right, go ahead.
Much love to West Coast thanking me for the football. It means so much, for the horses. It means so much to me, and I'm putting in so much time. They're not popping up right now. You can make bets on Saturday, but for whatever reason, they're not making it on Friday. So that's fine. I can make these bets on our morning show tomorrow and then everybody, everything will be up. It'll be very easy to make.
Or you can just tweet them out and whatever you want to do, Jim.
I'd prefer to do it live on this show because that first race, the very first race, that's a championship race that I will be betting on, is at 3:21 Eastern time. That's the Juvenile Turf Sprint run at 5.5 furlongs. And so, yeah, I'll just wait and make the official plays then on the Friday morning show when everything's up, and then everybody can bet on them right then. Okay, so that's it for today's show. We're running over, even though it doesn't seem like that. But shit, Kobe Valentine. Pete, tomorrow I have a big dog. Write it down. Moneyline playing college football. Kobe Valentine, of course, hit with Purdue Moneyline, hit with Toledo Moneyline, maybe some others I'm forgetting. And now he says, write it. Wow, Kobe Valentine adopting the Yaya style. I like it. I remember he also hit with Purdue on that giant Moneyline.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah, and it's okay to, Kobe Valentine being influenced clearly with his commenting style by Yayes, which if I were commenting on a show, I would definitely be influenced by Yayes. Kobe Valentine, write it down. Moneyline play in a big dog moneyline play in college football. I cannot wait to hear what Kobe Valentine's play will be. That'll come tomorrow in the college football segment. All right, what do we got here?
Before we bring in, I'm just going to very quickly answer Fanatical Jim's question. He's been giving us so much gold. I just really want to give him the time.
Yes.
It says, any love for Bulletin, Jimmy? I saw the horse up close, and actually I don't. And so many of the Florida cappers I know do love Bulletin. Going off at 10-1, Javier Castellano, JD Castellano with Todd Pletcher. Obviously, that's a wonderful combination. Only one race under his belt. Yes, it was incredible. but I just don't buy that stuff. I know this is a 5.5 furlong race and anything can happen, and there are some trends that really help Bulletin. One is in the past 3 years, 2-year-old turf maiden winners in their last race. So a horse that's a 2-year-old that's broken his maiden on turf in his last race are 4 and 8 in their second start, 7 and 8 in the money with an ROI of $5.25. But no, I don't. This is going to be so much tougher for Bulletin. You'd like to see if horses can travel. There's just too many questions. I could understand someone backing Bulletin at 10-1, but this is just too difficult of a situation to me. And too often I've seen a horse in this situation struggle at the Breeders' Cup. Remember, this is the Breeders' Cup Championship. I find Stillwater Cove a more appealing long shot, and you're going to get Stillwater Cove at 20-1, although I'm not going to be taking Stillwater Cove. You're telling me that this guy, Bulletin, who won an 82K race, is going to go up against Sergei Prokofiev, who's been going up against the toughest horses overseas that there are. Sergei Prokofiev was bought for $1.1 million at the Keeneland sale, and he's going to go up against this guy who's just running against the 82K. I really feel like it's too difficult of a spot for Bulletin. But all the Florida cappers I know love Bulletin because everyone's talking about him in Florida. I'm not on him.
Okay, so let's wrap this show up. We're gonna be joined right now by whom? By Freddie Fortune, by Lucrative Larry. Let's get him in and out.
I know who it is. It is Freddie Fortune
All right, okay.
coming in, who has a beautiful record.
Okay.
Just a gorgeous record.
Very nice. Freddie Fortune, does he? Is his record up there?
Yeah, it's good.
Oh,
It didn't
okay.
pop up for some reason, but it is gorgeous.
Okay, well, let's go, Freddie.
do it, Freddie.
In and out.
Canadian Football League.
Ooh.
I'm going to Ottawa, Canada.
Mm,
That's your nation's capital, right?
it is.
Your handsome prime minister makes me sick to my stomach.
Jesus. What? Oh,
Roll the
God.
video.
Okay.
Oh God, we're going with this again, aren't we? Oh God.
Look at
This
him.
isn't even Ottawa. This is Winnipeg. Why are we showing this again? This isn't even Ottawa. Oh no. Oh great. That's great. Okay, that's great stuff. That's great stuff. Not even Ottawa.
All right.
I
in
don't
and out.
care. I don't care.
Okay.
Now for my play. Toronto Argonauts at Ottawa Red Black. Taking the under 48 at -110 at bet, available at Bet365.
I'd like that play. There's not a lot to play for. The under makes sense. Good work.
All right, great. Okay, thank you very much, Freddie Fortune. And that's it. Wow, what a day today was. Tomorrow is going to be Friday. We're going to wrap everything up. We're going to be tired. I'm going to be doing a UFC preview with Andy Marak, and we'll see you tomorrow, 12 o'clock Eastern Time.